Hey everyone, welcome back to Trailbreaker. Today we're going to up the travel on this 2018 Fox 34 Performance Fork from 130 to 150. Stick around.
Regardless of the Fox fork you have, the process is the same. Over the last 2 years, I've tried lower sags with higher pressure and increased progression through volume reducers in order to try to make this fork work for my riding style and weight. Sometimes you just need more travel. Plus, two welcome benefits from this will be a higher bottom bracket and a little slacker head tube angle. After loosening the two lower bolts, use a socket and extension to release the damper and the air shaft from the lowers. If it's been a while, now's a good time to replace the dust wipers and the seals. Otherwise, just clean them and check them for any damage. Here's a link to my Fox fork service video. There's a link in the video description too. I ground the bevel off this 26mm socket to remove the air cap.
Now it's time to remove the air shaft. And what holds it in is, right inside here is one of these. And the kit I have came with a new retaining ring and crush washer. So you'll notice that this has a little bit of a flat spot on it. And right there, you just put a small screwdriver behind it, pry it out, and it should pop right out. So now it's just time to go ahead and put a little light coating of grease on all the seals and make sure that all the parts are free to move. Make sure you don't overdo this. It doesn't take a whole lot. And if you put too much on, you run the risk of not being able to equalize pressure between the positive and the negative air chambers. And that should be plenty.
Be sure to push the negative plate subassembly toward the air seal before installation. After the retaining ring is reinstalled, give it a couple good tugs to make sure it's seated in the groove.
Now it's time to put the air cap back on. Now the 150 travel comes from the factory with 2 spacers and a maximum of 5. I like a fairly progressive shock, so I'm going to start off with 4. According to the Fox site, I need to use 10 cc's of the 20 weight gold in the air side and 40 cc's of the PTFE infused fluid in the damper side.
Now, I think this looks completely badass. The head tube angle is now 65.5 degrees and the bottom bracket is about a ½ inch higher. But the real question is, how does it ride? Wow, This completely transforms the personality of this bike. It still climbs pretty well, but on big hits and rough descents, it shines. The initial travel is smooth and active and holds up well in corners with just a tad bit of low-speed compression. And big hits are soaked up with a predictable ramp-up to full travel. This change makes a great trail bike even better. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're like me and just refuse to act your age, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.